Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We are still running. Yeah, this is the part of the playthrough where I started to have real trouble finding good places to stop parts. Because the game just keeps going, man.
or just real trouble just finding good parts in general.
Well, the levels, have throughout the game have always been pretty long, but they've mostly been like under like a half hour. I think this is the point where they start like creeping up onto like 45 minutes or so.
Around there, yeah.
Yeah, so thankfully there's enough checkpoints so that it's not too big of an issue if you want to turn the game off. But if you're doing videos like we do, that it gets a little bit. Why are there footprints that go like straight off of the cliff?
And then continue on the other side. I have no idea. Also, the footprints just vanish when you pick up the shiny.
Well, obviously.
The game does the thing where when you get a collectible, the next time you revisit a level, there'll be a ghost of the collectible to pick up. With the shinies, the ghost of the collectible is literally just the shiny hovering above the spot you'd have to ground pound to get it.
Well, at least, it's kind of pointless if. Well, actually, no, it's not pointless if you're trying to collect stuff because, let's say you're trying to go for 100%. Then it's easier to count, okay, it's the fourth shiny in the level, so I see 1, 2, 3 so far, as opposed to if it was gone forever, it would be harder to tell, how much you're going for, if that makes any sense.
That, and it's awesome for making YouTube video guides.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I was going to bring up, it makes our job easier, so I'm not going to complain. Jesus Christ, you're losing a crap ton of rings.
I just want to quickly say, right, at this point in the game, Tails, right, they've done things like they've fought a bunch of giant robots, they've hydro dashed, they've traveled back in time, and yet Tails is still impressed by a slightly large door. Okay. Look at the size of that door! I was like, okay, Tails, it's a fucking door, calm it down.
Like, imagine how big the trees that made the wood for that had to have been, Gareth.
It's like, you know what that reminds me of? The King Homer section in the Simpsons Halloween special where there's like a bunny that goes, wow, look at the size of that platform!
Well, in any case, that enemy we were just fighting is actually one of the more annoying ones in the game because they have this habit of dive bombing you, and I can never see it coming in time to avoid it.
I just use the enter beam and throw them off the arena.
You're boring.
Hey, don't give me an enter beam then. Fuck you.
Well, that by itself is harder to pull off without getting hit than you might think because of the struggling. But just when you're swarmed by enemies,
you will struggle.
You said that, you said that like a sociopath. It's hard.
I hate it when they struggle.
Why must they struggle?
Guys?
They're robots, okay? It's fine. They're robots. They're robots of death, even.
You do, hey, Lewis, you do know that the sign of child sociopathy is those kids who, like, burn ants? Because, they're just ants, it doesn't matter. Oh, it's just robots, they don't matter. Yeah, okay.
Well, they don't. They're not alive. They have no souls.
You're part of the problem, Lewis.
He's right. We don't have souls.
Hey, Johnny 5 was alive. Fuck you, Lewis.
So he liked to think.
He was alive.
This area is another one of those sections where every character goes off in their own direction. So if you're playing co-op, you can get this done significantly faster.
Another way to do it faster is this area actually changes if you don't find the turtle in the time travel level. Because if you don't get the turtle to fix the problem, all of these red vines pop up all over the place, and then you just sort of follow a path filled with enemies and go to the boat. You don't actually do any of this if you didn't find the turtle.
Oh, wow. So it's fast.
Wait, something affected by time traveling?
Huh.
Imagine that, eh?
That's
Yeah.
Wow, look at that! Sonic Boom handled time traveling better than Sonic 06 did.
Barely.
And Sonic CD. Fight me, Clement IRL.
For this particular area, you want to make sure to get the treasures before you go to the next section, because when you when you complete the puzzle, when you start the horn, when you open the gate, the game teleports you to the other side of the gate and closes it behind you.
Oh, is this the Steamboat Willie section?
Yeah, that's.
Well, not
up to
yet.
it.
We're getting there.
Well, that's what I meant, like, next.
This game ripped off Kingdom Hearts.
Boom could have been a lot more interesting if it handled time travel as it did for this area. I was thinking something more like Chrono Trigger. I don't know if you guys ever played that, but things that you did in one timeline affected another timeline, which opened up other side quests. That would have been interesting. I would have liked that.
Well, that would have happened if time travel actually became a significant part of this game's story.
Yeah.
Johnny, for a second, Johnny, for a second, I thought you were gonna say this game would have been a lot more interesting if they handled time travel like Steamboat Willie. It's like, what?
No.
Steamboat Willie doesn't have time travel. What are you talking about?
Well, there was Timeless River in Kingdom Hearts 2.
We just see classic Sonic piloting a boat and whistling to himself as he goes past.
I remember those days.
Way back in the 1920s.
Oh, I'm already up on the cliff, but there's shiny things down there. I need to go back and get them.
It's
I have
green.
no idea what these buttons do.
They drill into the ground? Question mark.
Things.
They're making, oh shit, we've started the apocalypse, run lads. the entire city just like dissolves into the ground now. Thanks, Amy.
But hey, you had the satisfaction. I almost said satisfaction.
It's the satisfaction again. Damn it.
What? Satisfaction.
Satisfaction.
So when you say this area was full of vines, do you mean like the vines from the later level that we're going to have to do anyway? The
Yep.
one that's entirely vines?
Yep.
Kind of.
I think so.
It was all pretty much red, and like, again, you didn't do any of this. You didn't go onto the pink balance beams. You didn't climb any of the rock areas. You just went down a pathway filled with enemies, because there would be enemies in like throughout the whole entire pathway, and you just go to where the open door is, go to the boat, and then that would be it. Like, it's so much shorter when you haven't found the turtle.
Which to me is better because at this point, if you technically get the bad future, you focus more on stopping Lyric, not doing this shit. So I actually prefer to do it the bad way because it makes me feel like a better person because I'm just stopping the bad guy.
The reason we're doing it this way is because the door's shut, and the horn is the signal to open the door. Why we can't just shout over the wall, I don't know. But the moment you walk into this area, you hear you see this old fuck of a turtle just rambling on about how awesome his life is, and the entire conversation, by the way, we skipped it at the time, but the entire conversation is so disjointed that even Sonic's friends don't know what is going on. So
It's the opposite of that scene from The Wizard of Oz where it says, bell broken, please knock. It's knocking broken, please use the bell.
yeah.
No, Lewis, I haven't taken English class in a while, but is the correct English term for an old turtle an old fuck of a turtle? Is that like the correct expression? Because I've been saying it wrong all these years.
Probably.
Maybe.
Fuck is the most versatile word in the English language.
Would you give a Christmas little Timmy? I got an old fuck of a turtle. That's nice.
Now go to your room. I was looking around the forums again, and it turns out that by utilizing Knuckles' infinite jump glitch in certain areas, you can still find the test areas
Nice.
of the game, complete with checkerboard platforms and shit, and that is amazing.
Well, that
I
happens.
say.
You could do that in tons and tons of games, though. You can glitch your way
Well,
into stuff like that in Paper Mario, and plenty of others. So
Wouldn't they normally have had those as separate sections? Like
No, they're way up in the sky. Some of them are.
it was probably just it's a space saving procedure, I'm guessing, so that they don't have to technically create a new level for the testing stuff.
Okay.
Well, no, because we got level geometry, you got a skybox, and you have those are the core foundations, but removing the tests, I don't see how removing a test area for the final product would take any effort at all. Just remove the test area.
Well, the people
Because-
they leave testing stuff in games like this all the time, like literally all the time.
yeah.
They have.
Well, I understand back in the older days because you risk damaging coding.
No, it still happens today too. Like for DuckTales Remastered, they have a testing room where there's a whole bunch of random enemies, and then in the DuckTales font it says like, "What the hell are these things?" And Way Forward actually got in trouble with Disney when people found it because it's just like, you put the word hell in our Disney game, guys. Jesus.
I have not seen that, Ted. Link me down. Link me to that video. That sounds hilarious.
I gotta see this too.
Yeah, give me a link to that when we're done here.
Yeah. Although I'm probably misremembering like what exact. I know the word hell was in it.
Here in Duckburg.
Oh God, that's the raciest thing I've seen in a video game since Grand Theft Auto's coffee minigame.
Yeah, but it is like DuckTales, like Mickey Mouse kind of crap, though. So,
I think people getting mad about stuff that you have to hack to find is.
well,
silly.
I don't know if it was hacked or if somebody like glitched their way into it by accident. I'm not sure.
How do you glitch into a test area by accident?
It happens.
Magic.
People didn't.
It happens from time to time, and all it has to do is one time, and it's immortalized on the internet.
Oh God!
Yeah.
You know? Did you see how the boat just popped in after loading the next area? It was like, load the boat before you fade in.
It's time to dissolve this partnership.
This partnership is only temporary.
Only temporary. I love Lyric's face in this entire thing. She's like, you're an idiot, old man. Just magic button, go now.
It does everything.
Again with the chess circle thing? We get it. I mean, at this point, you're just showing off.
It's weird because like I think Metal Sonic's model is pretty good, but that laser is like that would be embarrassing for a PS1 game. That laser just came out of Metal Sonic's chest.
It looks like something out of Super Paper Mario.
Always have to one up me, Lewis, don't you? You can't just accept my example. Always gotta add something else, don't you?
This metal thing was flying around and just.
Okay, you know, I hate the way the camera works here.
You know what? I like it, Lewis. All right, so you like it.
It's just, you know, it zooms in on the NPC's face, or at least what should be the face if he wasn't jumping around like an idiot.
I like the transition of like, we just saw the scene where Lyric just turned Metal Sonic evil, and then it's like, oh, this metal robot just came around destroying everything. It's like, it just happened.
Wait, Clement turned Metal Sonic evil? Wasn't he evil the entire time?
Evil.
No.
Turned him more evil.
Yeah, more evil than he already was.
He was just confused beforehand.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's happening here is the robots are weighing down the back of the boat so that the engine goes under and basically gets drowned. But that's fine. We throw the robots off, we can start the engine, no problem. It's not waterlogged or anything. Yeah, okay.
Anyone notice, like, if you stand still, like, all the characters have, like, kind of one or two little phrases where they'll do, like, Knuckles will, like, crack his knuckles, you know, like, make a noise. If you leave Amy stand still, it's like she laughs to herself for no reason. It's like she has this, like, insane laugh, like...
Sorry, I found it in DuckTales Remastered. Apparently, after you beat some of the bosses, it can sometimes say, "OMG, what the hell is this?" instead of like "stage clear" or whatever it used to be. I put a picture into the Skype chat.
Okay.
I gotta say.
That's a lot more interesting than what we're watching right now.
They patched it out so you can't do it in the game anymore, but of course, if it goes on the internet, it's never gone. So, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say I've done that multiple times. I can't believe I've never saw that.
I don't know how to like make it happen though, but I just know that it can.
Yeah.
That is the greatest picture I've ever seen in my life. OMG, what the...
So yeah,
Sonic Boom, so interesting. We're looking at DuckTales Remastered.
No,
That's right.
well, it was relevant, sort of. It's just that yes, stuff like that still happens in modern games. It's not just old stuff.
I have to say though, something like that though, like why would Way Forward do that to begin with? Like I know it's funny, but I don't get why the hell they'd even put that.
No, like they did make they did say something about it, and then they're like, it just goes to show that you don't put anything into the actual code that you don't want to be seen.
Exactly. It's like
So there was
that
just
was
like,
them kind of being stupid doing that.
Well, you see, game developers are just about as immature as the rest of us, and in the process of making a game, they like to have fun doing funny stuff. So sometimes in test room data and all that, you'll find some amusing shit.
no, sometimes you'll find it in the games itself too. Like I think it's Kirby Dream Land 2, where they have a block arrangement that over several screens looks like a naked woman.
Okay. Well, it is Dreamland.
My favorite story about that is it's not like something secret, but my favorite story about that is like when they were making Tomb Raider, like they had the original Lara Croft model, and like apparently she was relatively small-chested, and so
Yeah.
apparently the story goes that one of the developers said, "Oh, increased her bust size 15%," but the guy accidentally put 150%. That's why her original model, her breasts are like insanely like comically over the top, but apparently people are like, that's funny, leave it in, leave it in, leave it in. Yeah, he's gone too far.
Yeah, look what he did. Look what he did to that bridge. What an asshole.
He punched that door. I will not stand for this.
God, Metal Sonic, do you have any mercy? Good God.
He is a soulless metal abomination with no feelings or remorse.
Everybody watch your step.
Thank God though, Metal only broke a few planks
Lewis,
so
the
we can still
levels
get
that
over.
oh wait, chest. Never mind.
He may be evil, but he's not a complete monster. He's still allowing us to progress. Thank you, Metal.
Oh, I didn't know there was a hidden room down there.
Oh, yeah. I only noticed because of the giant blue bounce pad that you can see from... Was that barrel just floating above my head?
Probably.
Oh, man.
Oh my God, those shadows are so bad.
Nice
to
shadow
look at.
pop up. Yeah, I was looking
I
at
know,
that too.
right? Jesus Christ.
The entrance to the village is destroyed.
No shit.
Tail just like, oh no, they broke that massive door.
Really like that door too.
At least we don't have to do the whole ringing a horn thing to open the door. I don't even know what I was trying to say. The horn thing in the...
What is this game doing to me?
The horn. The doorbell horn.
Have you been drinking, Lewis?
No, if there's one good thing I can say about myself, it's that I'm completely and utterly non-alcoholic and non-drugaholic.
And Lewis, that's why you don't have as much fun playing this game as I do. This game's amazing when you're drunk off your face.
Look at all the glittering gold things popping out of nowhere. That's awesome.
That stuff I just took kicked in, hooray.
Okay, you see, this area actually looks like Metal did some shit to it.
Yeah.
So, maybe if they had just not messed with the bridge and then just had this area be kind of fucked up, it would have been a little bit better. Although it's incredibly
Yeah.
convenient that the clouds started to roll in around this part, making it seem more ominous. Like, if it had just been a normal sunny day...
You know the weather consents evil.
If Metal really wanted to mess with the heroes, he would have destroyed all of these like AB balance beams and the inner beam like zip lines.
Oh, look at these balance beams. They have propellers under them. They're floating in the air. They're not even attached to the walls.
Floating Island confirmed for Boom.
I'm so glad that somebody made them.
I kind of like that cartoonish justification though. Like, why are platforms in midair? Oh, because they have tiny propellers underneath them. Okay.
Yeah, what are you, an idiot? Look at it.
I think you're in a knuckle
Now-
section right now, Lewis.
Yeah, I dropped down into a knuckle section where there's no way to get back up from there except to
Did you-
die.
It looked like you clipped right through the bounce pad.
I think I just barely missed it or something. I'm not really
Huh.
sure. But there was no way to get out from there except dying either way, because once you're on the bounce pad, you can't switch characters.
No,
So-
go back and look at that footage. Watch Knuckles. He keeps running up to an enemy, but Lewis ziplines it away. So he looks around, runs to another enemy, and then Lewis ziplines that one away. Knuckles can't catch a break.
Oh yeah, I get a punch. Okay, well I'll just go punch it. Oh no, well I'll go. Amy.
You know how much I like punching things.
Okay, I'm about to do something slightly stupid because at this point I was rushing a recording and was kind of tired while I was playing.
Play this game.
Within the context of playing the game. Okay, I thought this windmill thing here was something that you couldn't stand on, and that you had to sort of jump out here and get the crown. But no, actually, I wasn't paying close enough attention to the angle of it, because you can stand on that, as evidenced by the fact that I'm projecting a goddamn drop shadow onto it.
And then you just jumped off of it right there.
Yeah, I didn't even notice until I was reviewing the footage that I could have stood on that.
Also, Lewis, if you go back and watch it, you clearly jump off it at least twice before you touch the ground.
Well, I was actually most of the time I was using the triple jump, but the last time when I actually got the crown, I jumped off of it.
My favorite thing to do when you're on a zip line is if you can sometimes position the camera to get the blue laser to like appear right in to kind of like take over the screen, and I like to do that, and for that split second I like to pretend I'm watching Futurama.
You know, it probably would be easier to just go to your Netflix and watch some actual Futurama.
Well, I don't have it on the Wii U, Ted, alright? So how am I going to get that done, smart
No,
guy?
Netflix is on the Wii U. It's like one of the default
Yeah,
applications
but it's
on it.
crapped. It's like the worst Netflix version. It's like, yeah, but the menu interface is terrible.
I wouldn't think of using the Wii U as a streaming device, to be honest.
Nope, it sucks. I've tried Netflix and Hulu, and they both suck on the Wii U.
No, for that long 2013 where there was nothing to play, I basically used it just for Netflix. So.
Well, do you have a wired connection?
No, I don't. It wasn't actually too bad.
No, it wasn't even a matter of having a stable internet connection. The Wii U just hated those sort of apps because I had a Hulu Plus subscription for a while, and it froze more times than I could count.
The Hulu Plus app, it was nowhere near as stable for me as the Netflix one.
You know what's weird for me? To go on a tangent, the Netflix app on the Wii works better than the Wii U one does.
Oh man, that's terrible.
Back to the game!
Back to the game. Part's over.
Son of a bitch.
I wasn't even planning that. That was perfectly timed. I love that. Jesus.